El Canguro is set in Tikal in 2007 at the end of the rainy season. In Central America, they only have 2 seasons, rainy and dry. And this is the story of the Matias family that lives in Tikal and is supported by daughter Rue here, who supplies babies for the very lucrative foreign adoption market. The father, Dennis, and son Polo up here are real excited about the new baby that she's about to have, because that money is going to help them complete their house that is going to be made out of stucco. And even more important would be the new indoor plumbing via the septic tank that they're going to have, and that's a hole that's being dug right behind here. But as the show opens, it is a tangle of vines and layers of vines that create the curtain. This model is done in a 1/2-inch scale by Clare. As the vines begin to peel back and layers are revealed, we see the chorus actually in the vines as part of the jungle, and they are supplying the cacophony of weather-related sounds, wind and rain and animal sounds. And as the scrim rises, the animals shed the people in the trees shed their animal skins and climb down and populate the village. This is Cousin Itzel coming to visit with her brand new baby that they'd sure like to sell into that lucrative adoption market. And one of the key components is the plot line, because Guatemala has been thriving because of its adoptions, and they have been actually exporting a full 1% of all of their newborns. It's been extremely financially rewarding for the indigenous population, the poverty-stricken population, to simply have some babies to keep and some babies to sell. It is absolutely the quintessential cottage industry there. And as of the end of 2007, there were only a handful of international entities, countries, that were still allowing adoptions from Guatemala, because the whole thing had become so corrupt because of the tremendous money that was to be made. So, as the set swings around, you can see that the house itself will be on a truck that moves down center and throws the focus on the family that makes this adoption market a very, very personal story, so that they're the ones that are going to be thriving. They're going to have a house that none of their neighbors have because of the money that's coming in from Rue's 3rd child, which has now been sold twice over, even though she hasn't given birth yet. And they are facing their neighbors' scorn because of it, but the men in the family in particular are thrilled. Rue, however, is beginning to understand the personal cost to herself, that this perhaps has a more complex effect on her psyche than she'd anticipated. We see a pastoral separated by the orchestra pit, that we can bring the villagers down, we can bring prospective adoptive parents down on this pastoral so that they are separated from the Matisse family home itself. We also see Rue also coming out, certainly at the end with her last aria, coming out and presenting her anguish front and center. That's El Canguro. Composer is Peter Michael von der Nahmer. Librettist is myself, Cynthia Ferrell. And again, Clare provided this model.